gas prices, which we're all paying at the pump, are up in a large part because of what's happened in Ukraine. They were on the rise along with inflation before this. But President Biden's poll numbers are actually on the increase. New polling shows a majority of Americans are happy with President Biden's response to the Russian invasion. Wall Street Journal poll, though, shows a red wave still appears likely in November. 46% of registered voters say they'd vote Republican if the election were held today, up 2 points from November. Last time we saw this, the Republicans flipped the House with something like 50 seats. More importantly, the GOP gained 9 points among Hispanic voters, a voting bloc the Democrats have largely never worried about losing. But the vice president yesterday said that all Democrats need to do come the midterms is tell Americans to be grateful for President Biden's accomplishments. Take a listen.
Our task is to show people that in many ways they got what they ordered. And so let's get out there as we do and remind them of that, because we know that they will show up again.
And if you think about it, she might have a point. We bring in Master Pollster Lauren Wright, Associate Research Scholar, Princeton University. Lauren, it's good to see you. Approval ratings, obviously, the Biden administration are way upside down. Is that because they are angry about the policies of the Biden administration or the results?
Well, people really notice what's happening around them, and particularly on these issues that affect their lives every day, like rising prices. And so I don't understand this communication strategy coming out of the Democratic Party, because it's one thing to claim credit when things are going very, very well, but it's an entirely different thing to look at inflation, which is the top reason in most polls that people are thinking about right now, the top political issue, and to say, look around you, and this is exactly what we promised. I don't think that's going to be a very effective strategy, even if, as you mentioned, Biden is seeing some upticks among all groups, really probably due to this rally around the flag effect with Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah, no, Americans universally tend to support, especially in the beginning of a foreign crisis, support the president, because that's what we're trained to do, and that's what we want him to be. He is the president and then also the commander-in-chief. There seems to be this sort of disconnect, right? Because you've got Kamala Harris saying you should thank us for all of our accomplishments and we should run on those. And at the same time, you have the White House and others now starting to sort of send out these feelers in the media of trying out, well, it should be all about shared sacrifice, and Americans have to sacrifice for Ukraine, and we're sacrificing because of inflation and on, and therefore continue to support President Biden, who's leading us through the sacrifice. How do you square those?
That's a great point. It's very difficult for most people to square those, especially independents, who are arguably the most important group of voters that put Biden in the White House in the first place and are paying attention to inflation very much right now. But look, I mean, presidents do this all the time. They don't tell voters about the downsides of the policies that they're pushing for at the time they're elected. And the economy is the best example of that. You know, we've talked a lot about on this show that even, Obama era economic officials said, when you stimulate the economy to the degree that Biden did, there will be short-term inflation. That's something most economists agree on. But Biden just focused on, the positives, stimulating the economy. And now there's no strategy, it seems, messaging-wise, for the White House to deal with the fact that people are very much seeing the downside, and they don't, and they're going to hold the administration is responsible. Yeah.
I'm just going back, though, to, if you go through a couple of the points that President Biden ran on, I'm going to bring NATO back together. Now, whether it's because of or in spite of him, NATO is back together. I am going to refocus America on clean energy and climate change. Well, he has, and gas prices and energy prices are up. Domestic drilling is down. We're going to have massive government spending and programs. Not everything that he's asked for is through, but he got infrastructure through. I'm going to continue all of my restrictions on the coronavirus and continue to do everything the CDC and Dr. Fauci says to shut down the virus, although it took longer than it has. President Biden in this poll focused on issues important to me. He was elected on a lot of the things he did, and now 58% of Americans say he's focused on issues important to me. They disagree with that. Only 39% agree. How does that work?
Sure. So that might be a very effective message among Democrats. They are more likely to recognize those accomplishments on the issues that they care about in the direction that they prefer. But for swing voters, independents, again, who don't, lean either toward the Democratic or Republican Party, and for those conservative-leaning Republicans, moderate Republicans that maybe have voted for Biden the last time around, they are not going to see that the same way. They're going to look at prices, gas prices, and every other price and say, no, this is actually not what I asked for. And so if you're claiming credit for this, no, thank you.
Yeah, well, or it's what I asked for, but I don't like the consequences of getting what I asked for. I guess you could say either one. Hey, Lauren, this was great. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.